here with head coach Iñaki Puzo, Paula Portugal, and Mariona Harris. Coach, a 1-2 weekend, but against some very tough competition. What was it like playing those 3 games in 4 days?
It was tough, but that's the way we designed it in advance in order to get us ready for the future. We spent more than 20 hours in the bus, and we played 3 games in 4 days. But it was worth it. I think we got great competition. When we went to the East Coast, we played UVA number 5, and it was not our best performance, probably in the first half. But I think the second half we played good hockey. We were able to compete against one of the best teams in the country, a strong candidate for like at least a Final Four participation, and playing them at home is always difficult. But very very happy with the performance, especially in the second half against UVA. Next game, in less than 20 hours later, we were playing at Farmville against St. Louis. It was a game that it was very important for us to bring the character out and to show, number one, that we could play 70 minutes in the way that we play the second half against UVA. I think the kids really were in the perfect state of mind to fight, to compete, and that's what we did from the first second of the game. We went for the game, we went for the win. 9 goals. It was a great performance, a solid performance from the team. But it's just not about the 9 goals. I think defensively we play very well. There was not too many circuit penetrations or scoring opportunities for St. Louis, and that was part of the game plan to limit their opportunities. Coming back here, and I believe 24, 36 hours later, we were playing another big team as Louisville, and very proud again about that game. I think we were able to control the game and win possession during a big part of the 70 minutes. We won the momentum during the first half. Sadly, we couldn't finish, and that's something that we have to keep working on to be able to finish inside the attacking 25. But overall, I think that it was a great game of hockey. I mean, I hope the fans enjoy it because it was very well played for both teams. The second half, we lost the momentum for 15, 20 minutes, and Louisville took advantage. They're good. There's no regrets the way that we played. There is no regrets about the effort that we put on. And we learn a lot, and we keep growing from this 3 first games of the season.
Paula, you got you had the 5 goals, which was a school record against St. Louis. How did you feel that this whole weekend went?
I mean, it's always nice to score, but that's not like the most important thing. The important thing is we've been playing like good hockey. We still have to work on some stuff to like get better. But I think it was a very good weekend.
Mariona, team got through 3 games in 4 days. How do you feel the team weathered that?
I think the performance was pretty good. UVA was really tough game, and we lost a lot of energy. But we're doing preseason, and it's like practice in the mornings and in the afternoons. So we kind of are used to that. So then the Louisville game, I think we came back in a good. We started a good energy, and like we played really well against St. Louis. And then we had Sunday to come back here after this 20-hour, 9 hours bus drive, and we had time to like rest. And Sunday we had a light practice, which it was nice to have these touches in the stick after this bus drive. And then Louisville was hard too, but we faced it really well too.
And for both Paula and Mariona, what are your thoughts on going on a plane and heading out to Boston for a couple games this weekend?
Well, the plane is always like all getting in the airport, and like it's a little bit of mess, but I think once we get in Boston, it's important to keep focus and thinking about the game that we're gonna play. And I think it's not gonna be an issue, and we're gonna face it pretty well.
We're very excited to travel to Boston. I think we have two very hard games, but we're like want to prove ourselves when we can do it better, and we are gonna go and fight for them.
Right.
Ladies, what are these trips, like kind of at the beginning of the season, the bus rides, the airplane travel, what does that do for the team and the camaraderie of all your teammates? Either one of you can answer that.
I think traveling is really fun because we get together, and like there's always jokes around, like everybody is in like the same building. You can, I don't know, there's like the pressure like of thinking like at least the night before you can watch a movie together, or like, and that helps in the relationship. Sadly, this year we have a big team and we cannot travel all together, but trust me that it's really fun traveling together and having your teammates next to you close.
And Jakob, 2 games this week against out in the Boston area. One first is against UMass Lowell, and then against Boston University. Can you talk a little bit about those 2 games?
Yeah, again, 2 tough games, especially number 1 because they're good teams, and number 2 because we're playing both of them away. We have to be sure we handle the traveling very well in terms of like the resting time and the schedule. We're leaving tomorrow at 4 a.m., so it's not an easy task for the players to ask to go, to work hard, go to class, and then wake up probably at 3 a.m. to jump into the bus and fly from Indianapolis. So we have to be sure that we take care of our bodies during these hours, because all that we do right now is gonna have an effect on the game, on both games in the Boston area. UMass Lowell, a lot of respect for that program. One of the newest programs in Division I field hockey, but really a team that has been doing very, very well in the last few years. I mean, like improving every day, improving every year. It's clear that you look at their facilities, and it's clear that they're getting support, that they care about the program, and that's reflected in the results. I think they got a very good win against Quinnipiac. Playing at Quinnipiac is even give them even more credit. They have very talented players. They have been recruiting very, very good domestically and at the international level. So we know that going to that part of the country, the New England area is always tough games. It's always good fights. We know that we're going to have to put everything on the field if we want to come with the W. We have a day off on Saturday, and to get ready for the second one, Boston University, another great team, more traditional probably because the number of years in the competition, but especially lately they have been doing great. I mean, they're constantly in the top 20 in the country. Right now, I believe they're ranked number 15 or something like that, but they started the season with very strong performance, and it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard, but once again, we have to take one game at a time. Our first game is UMass Lowell, and that's where we're concentrated at this point. Going back to taking care of ourselves right now, taking care of our bodies so we can really recover and get ready for that game, and be sure that we can play 100% and put a good fight on it and compete for every single ball. Then we'll move on and be sure that we rest and we get ready for Boston University.
All right. Thank you, Coach. Thank you,
Thank you.
Paula. Thank you, Mariona.
Thank you.